Good evening, all. How are we? Welcome. Oh, hang on, it frozen for a minute. Welcome, TikTok. Welcome, Facebook. Welcome, YouTube. Second TikTok of the day. First YouTube, Facebook of the day. So I was in the car this morning. What have I been doing this morning? I was spinning. I've just been covering a ridiculous amount of swing classes. 10 classes in 8 days is where we are at. And that's it. That's enough for anyone. If I'm being honest with you, I'm done with spin. Well, I've got my normal class tomorrow and Saturday, but yeah, I'm happy. I've got nothing on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No, I've got some on Saturday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday this week. Yeah, we've been spinning a lot. So I was in the gym this morning, spinning 6:30 till 7:15, and then back in at 9:15 till 10 o'clock. I suppose I've got enough time. I was thinking about it this morning. I have kind of got enough time to come home and then do a live in the office not that I do this class that much, like I'd have to do 7:45 till 9:45, then jump back in the car, and it's just not worth the hassle. It's just not worth the hassle. Nothing against you guys. So yeah, just jump on TikTok in the car. Anyway, there we go. Let me get a chat up as well for Facebook, YouTube. So yeah, first Facebook, YouTube of the day and of the week. TikTok number 2 for you, lovely people. How's your Monday been? Have you had a good Monday? I've had do you know what? One advantage, so I'm coming off tonight a little bit early. I know I normally do an hour. I normally do till 9. I was going to try and get on a bit sooner, but Rachel ended up going to the gym after work. She didn't get home till 7:15. So by the time we've had tea, walked the dogs, blah, 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 it was, I've not got in there any sooner, to be honest with you. I'm going to buy a little bit earlier because my alarm went off at 5:30 this morning, which some people might be like, that's nothing, Neil. That's nothing cheap. Well, it is to me. Right, I normally wake up about 6:30. So I normally wake up naturally about 6:30, but I might roll over, have another 10 minutes, and then I'm always out of bed for 7. And I like to get in here for about 7:20, something like that, and then I can do a good hour before I come on the live in the morning. But that extra hour at 5:30. That pushes it a little bit. So I'm knackered. So I'm just going to go and get in. I've already showered. I had a nice shower this afternoon, actually, so I'm not even going to shower tonight. I've showered this afternoon. I'm just going to get in bed and I will shower in the morning just in case anyone's like, you dirty get in that shower. I've had one this afternoon. I'm not having another one tonight. I do normally always shower before going to bed, but I'm just going to go get straight in bed. Sleep out. See you later. Right, let's do a top 5 on TikTok this evening. Let's see who's in. Cam's in at number 1, losing at number 2. Raising at number 3. Faye's in at number 4. And Jane is in at number 5. You're my top 5 this morning. This evening. Delusional. This evening, guys, as always, thank you very much for jumping straight on the live, coming and saying hello. I think I've seen there. Callum smashed his steps today. Good stuff, my man. Steph GC. I've already said, was Steph number 5? I have no idea. Anyway, if you were number 5, Steph, you're getting 2 hellos. Kelly, good evening. And Lauren's in as well. Let me scan up. Hello on this rainy night. Oh, rainy night. It's been all right, yeah. It was meant to lash it down today. We've had it rained yesterday. Wasn't meant to rain yesterday, so I don't know if it's come a day early. It's actually been all right. It's looked like it was going to pick it down all night, but it hasn't done. All day today, but it hasn't done. It's actually held off. It's not been too bad. Smash my Monday, even with the rain. Love it. Oh, Callum's had rain as well. Have I had rain? I might have had rain. I've just been too blasé to see it. Paul, good evening. Joan, good evening. Maureen, good evening. Who else is in? It's raining here. Is it raining everywhere other than the Ware Island? It's chucked it down all day. I got soaked running early. Not impressed. Yeah, we've been all right. Honestly, I took the dogs out. Well, I took Betty out at about 2:15. And I ended up being out for 45 minutes. Not that I walked for 45 minutes. Ended up seeing a couple of people. My mate Keith He's a builder. He's Keith, and he's working at a house just round the corner. So I saw him. He was actually waiting for his wife to bring him. He got some shards in his eye behind his contact lens, and it damaged his lens. So he was waiting for his wife to bring him. So I was just a new set of contact lenses. So I was nattering to him for about 15 minutes, and then another couple. I do like living in a village. Don't get me wrong, you get nattering a little bit, but yeah, another couple I know. Older retired couple, they were just sort of walking, and one of my neighbours, bless him, he's fallen off his ladder, trimming some trees, and he's like, I know he's 70, he's over 75, right? I know it. He's so independent. He goes cycling still, and I know he's over 75. But I don't know how old he is. He's lived 2 doors down from my mum ever since. Anyway, they were just talking to me about him because he's just come home because he's fallen off a ladder, landed on his ankle, and made a right bloody mess of it. Anyway, so I was out nattering, and it was like, it's going to pee it down. I need to go. But you know, when you get chatting and you don't want to be rude, I'm like, I'm going to go, I've got stuff to do. And then got home, come in, did half an hour's work, and then took Blossom off. And it didn't rain. We haven't had rain, so you might not have either. I think Faye's weather literally is my weather. If Faye gets it, she might as well message me saying, oh, by the way, it's going to rain in 20 minutes. Because, we're just across the water. Really, in the grand scheme of things, I don't know what it is as the crow flies, but Faye's North Wales, and I'm Blackpool on the Fylde coast. Let me get Google Maps up. And literally, I reckon it looks on the map as the crow flies the same as the crow flies to Manchester. Well, that'd be to like Colwyn Bay, maybe a little bit further. So you're probably talking 40 miles, which isn't far. It isn't far, just straight across the water. But yeah, our weathers seem to mimic each other. Say that though, Callum, you're Warrington way, aren't you? So you think, but I think it just comes across the water because we're right on the. I don't live in Blackpool. I live about 6 or 7, but I'm not a million miles away. So I think it just comes straight across the water. Anyway, there we go. You didn't need to know that, but there's a bit of geography for you. Right, let me scan up, see if I've missed anyone. Back on plan, though. Tracking still needs work. Oh, yeah, Paul, I know you were struggling a bit last week. Through, like I said, valid reason. And I told you to have a couple of chilled days and get back at it today. So that's good to hear, though. Tracking still needs work. We'll put that on your gravestone, but not for a long time, right? But we'll put that. Here lies Paula. Tracking still needs work. Lovely ladies, tracking still needs work. Just writing your obituary already. Yes, he's my weight loss coach and has already written my obituary. He's meant to be getting me fitter and healthier, not wishing me an early grave. Anyway, Angela. Hi, Marcelo. Angela, I hope you're well. Signed up today, finally took the plunge. Liz. Makes sense now. I was like, I've had an Elizabeth sign up. I'm no Columbo, right? But I'm pretty good. Liz, thank you for signing up. I've actually seen your consultation form coming as well. Let's have a quick scan through. I know we were chatting this morning. Lovely. Right, Liz, I'll get your plan written up this week. You will have it by Thursday tea time, ready to start on Monday. If you want to make a great decision like Liz and come on my one-to-one plan, you can start a week today. You can see if you're on the TikTok or Facebook, some bits and pieces of what you get by coming on plan. You get a tailored plan. I'll teach you how to enjoy the food you love while still losing weight. Obviously, we will improve overall diet as well. Regular check-ins with me, 24-hour, 24/7 WhatsApp support. If you need me, drop me. Don't get me wrong, if you message me at midnight, I'm not going to message you back. But I'll always try and get back to you. If you message me through the day, I'll always try and get back to you that day. If it's after 6 p.m., I'll get back to you the next day. But I'm always here for you. You can always message me whenever you need me. So all sorts of bits and pieces. TikTok profile, Facebook page, YouTube page, $29.99. Get signed up, jump in, and we'll get you on plan. You'll start a week on Monday, and you will have, I think, 4 check-ins. I think the group that just checked in this week, they've got 4 check-ins, and I think, So if you'll start on Monday, and you'll have 4 check-ins till Christmas. All right. and you will officially finish on the 19th of December. So if you start on Monday, you will run right the way up to Christmas. All right. And don't get me wrong, I'll help you navigate December. December can be a bit tricky, works, dues, Christmas markets, but we'll navigate it. We'll keep making progress, but you'll be on it all the way up to the 19th of December. If you started today on plan, you will actually finish. Your last check-in will be the 12th of December, though you can send a pre-Christmas check-in whenever you. So anyway, this is how it works. I know Christmas is 8-9 weeks away yet. It's not. We're not quite there yet. But basically, anyone that's thinking of coming on plan, this is how it works. We don't do weight loss over Christmas, right? Over Christmas, we have a good time, right? We make memories with friends, family. We drink Baileys, eat Pringles, laugh and be merry, eat our body weight in mince pies if that's what you like, right? And I'll teach you how to go into that with the mindset of not feeling guilty over Christmas. And then when Christmas is done, we get back on it. Now, Christmas is the only time I actually take a full week off. I take 2 full weeks off, which is Christmas week and the week after. I don't do any check-ins. I don't do any work. Well, I say full week. Actually, I'm working up until the 23rd of ish. I'm kind of going to sign off on the Friday, Saturday, 19th, 20th. But I will be nipping on like the Monday morning. It's not a new weight loss week. It's Christmas week, but I'll come on and say hello and this, that, and the other. Anyway, yeah. So anyone that's just checked in this week, just gone, you're starting today on plan. You've got 4 check-ins left, and you will finish on the 12th of December. But you can send a pre-Christmas weigh-in when your cutoff is. That could be the 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, whenever. And you can just ping your weight over to me. It's not a check-in. You're not going to get a response from me, but I will log it on your progress sheet at some point. Likewise, when you get back at it after Christmas, you can send a post-Christmas check-in. Now, I genuinely don't know how to run it this year, and I'm going to run it past you guys on plan in the community, because I think we're all going to start back on the 5th of Jan, right? That's when I'm going to start back, because the 1st of Jan is Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, so I'm just going to start back on the Monday. Because of that, and then the first Friday of Jan, or second Friday of Jan, or whatever, we normally start check-ins back up, which would be the 9th of January. So you'll have been back at it 3 or 4 days. So I don't know whether to do like one group starts on the 5th and then one group starts back on the 12th. But then, like, if you start back on the 12th, it's going to be the 26th before you do a check-in. So I think I'm going to run it 9th and 16th. And we'll just have to accept the 9th. It's going to probably be your post-Christmas bump. All right. So I think that's what I'll do, actually. Yeah. So if your first check-in back of the new year is the 16th of January, I'll say send me a post-Christmas weigh-in if you want to on the 5th, like a restart. All right. If your first check-in after Christmas is the 9th of Jan, it's just going to be a very basic check-in. Like, we're not going to look into it. I would assume every single person will be heavier than they were before Christmas. And we'll just log that as but it's just a bit of accountability and support. Yeah, does that make sense? Anyway, I know I'm talking about Christmas already, and some of you be like, shut up. We're not interested, mate. Tough. We've got to mention it. I will start doing some Christmas content. You're funny tonight, Neil. I think I'm delirious with being tired. I have no idea. Anyway, really bad rain around 3 p.m. Couldn't see Diddley Squat while driving. You won't do. Diddley Squat's like past Oxford. Like, you're not going to see that anyway, Callum. On a really clear day where you live, mate, you're going to struggle with that one, Chief. All right. I'm sorry. Back in the gym for the first time in ages, getting steps in and some weights. Awesome, Emma. Great to hear. Love it when people are progressing and taking themselves out of their comfort zone. Anyway. There we go. Gavin on YouTube. Hi, Lost Boss Gang. Hi, Gavin. I didn't do your check-in. My bad. I did see it come in. And this is just a little thing. Gavin checks in through email, you see. And I don't get the notifications the same. So I did see it and I've not done it. So that is my bad, mate. Let me write it down, and I will do it tomorrow morning. I don't think I've done it. No, I haven't. I know I haven't. Let me write it down. Apologies, Gavin. I saw it come in as well, but I get so fixated and wrapped up with WhatsApp on check-in day, I just missed it. Gavin, it will be done tomorrow morning. You need to dress up as Father Christmas on your last one this year, Neil. Absolutely no chance. I will wear a Santa hat. I'll wear a Santa hat and a beard. I'm Father Christmas then, aren't I? Right, yeah, okay. Not a problem at all. Yeah, all for the Christmas quiz. Yes, Christmas quiz. Get it in your diaries. The 17th of December. The 17th of December is the Christmas quiz. It's done through Zoom. It is just for people that are on plan or in my community. It's not, you know, you can get the family involved, get a friend round if you want to, crack open the Baileys. And that is the last. So we do an everything weight loss session every Wednesday. And we're alternating them now between morning, lunchtime, and evening. The last Wednesday of, not the year, but like the last Wednesday before Christmas week, the Everything Weight Loss session is at 8 p.m. at night time. And it's at 8 p.m. at night time. And it's a Christmas quiz. It's nothing to do with weight loss. We'll just have a Christmas quiz. Might have a couple of cheeky beers. And we'll do a Christmas quiz. Yeah, so get it in your diaries. Like I say, you can get the family involved, get a mate round, and just, yeah, it's just through Zoom. All right, we've done it the last few years, and it's been a right laugh, hasn't it? I love the RB Christmas quiz. It is. It's like the event of the year. And do you know what? It comes round so fast. Like, I can't believe it. Honestly, I can't believe it. Anna's has just put Greg's Christmas menu coming soon. Yeah, I'm gonna what is it? Start the Christmas content November. I'm hanging on, I think, till November. If I can hang on till November. Yeah, I'm kind of, so yeah, November we'll get into, like, with the weight loss coaching lives, we're going to go into Christmas a little bit. We'll start doing some Christmas items in the Worth of Calories. So I did do a lobster last week, which is in the Christmas range. So yeah, Chris. So November, I'm trying to hang on. It's a week on Saturday, isn't it? November. So once we get to November, we'll start firing out some bits of Christmas content. Yeah. Gained 3.4 pounds last week. That's weight gain, Paul, and not fat gain. Remember that? It'll be all gone by the end of this week. We don't get large fluctuations like that in body fat in a week. Let's scan down. Oh, Gemma's in. Evening. I literally nearly missed this live. Was on the phone. Well, get off the phone, Gemma. Just, do you know how important this is? Right? Come on, get your priorities right. Doesn't seem long since the first one. I know, the Christmas quiz. Crazy. Ecstatic with the United result yesterday, boss. Yeah. Can't not be. And do you know what? I've played it real. I've got a lot of friends that are Liverpool fans, and I've played it really cool all week. Like, in fact, I went for a steam yesterday morning in the gym. I was in steam room, and a mate of mine, John, that I've not seen for ages, he's a Liverpool fan, and we were just chatting about it. And I literally, I can pin it now. I had 2-1 United on my Super 6. It was on my Super 6. You want me to prove it? I can prove it to you. Right, I had 2-1 United on my Super 6. But I've been confident, or I thought we're going to do it. I don't know why. Something about it. It was like, you know, like things are written in the stars. Amarin's first back-to-back win is against Liverpool. I was like, there's just something about it. So yeah, so really, really chuffed. And really, really chuffed because we deserve to win. Like that's the thing. We didn't skag it. We didn't scrape it. You know, over the 90 minutes, there isn't one pundit, one non-biased person that would not say that we were the better team over the 90 minutes. Everyone could have had the chances. We should have been 3-1 up at half time. Gakpo at the post. I know he hit the post again, but it was a cross, so we don't count that. You know, Bruno missed an open goal. Bumo should have had another goal as well. So it should have been dead and buried at half time. We sat back a little bit in the second half, let Liverpool come at us, but couldn't hit a barn door, could they? They were just missing everything. And like, couple of good saves from Lemon. And it was a good game of football. It was a good game of. If you were a neutral watching it, it was a cracking game of football. And then Big Slabhead stood up, and Liverpool had left him unmarked for the whole 90 minutes on that back post. I literally said after about 50 minutes, if we can just put a decent cross into that back post when we're thinking, like, he will get a goal. And we put a decent. There you go. That's it. Right, that's football done. That is football done. But yeah, really, 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 really good. Yeah, buzzing. And we've got to, just a really good win. Hopefully we build on it. We won't. We'll get beat by Brighton on Saturday because we've lost to Brighton 3 in a row at Old Trafford. They're our proper bogey team. Anyway, that's it. That's football done. I know it bores a lot of people. You guys have a plan. Get it back off quick because it's not long to go. Oh, it'll be gone, Paul. It's only water weight food weight. It's gone in a few days. You'll be good. Eric had exactly the same with his Super 6. Yeah, I just had a feeling. I did expect us to go 1-0 down and win it 2-1. Don't know why. That's what I did expect. Certainly didn't expect us to go 1-0 up after a minute. But we'll take it. And really chuffed. It was a good day yesterday. We've had a lot of bad days recently, so yesterday was a very, very good day. Me too, boss brother, LSC fan, as well as many of the friends. I'm swimming in their tears. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not gonna, they're still a great team. I know they're having a rough patch at the moment, but if Slot's a decent manager, I think he's a decent manager. He'll sort it out. He'll sort it out. I think he just needs to make a couple of brave decisions. He's trying to fit too many square pegs in round holes at the moment, and it can get like that when you've signed a lot of players. He doesn't know what his best 11 is, or he certainly doesn't know what his best attack is. But he'll have to make the decisions, and he will do. No one would be surprised if he was, if they're up there, certainly towards the end of the season. Of course, they will be. You don't fall that far from grace over a short period of time, not after spending 400 million quid anyway. Anyway, there we go. That's it. That is football, definitely done and dusted. Anyway, Monday, back at it. It's been a good day today. Last week was a tough week. I've put my weekly weight loss vlog on. Yeah, the Hunger Demons were at it last week. They were being absolute knobs. And, I've done well. I stuck to my calories and everything worked well. It just wasn't nice. And I said this in my vlog, I think. If weight loss felt every week like it did last week, I'd just be nowhere near, right? I'd just be nowhere near. I wouldn't. I'd 3-4 weeks in, I'd give up. Once every 2 weeks, once every blue moon, and I can handle it for a week or two. I can fight it. I couldn't fight it for 4, 5, 6 weeks. And that's why it's so important to structure your diet correctly. Eat a decent amount of calories, make sure your calorie allowance is healthy and sustainable, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, today's been a great day. Really, really good. I have no idea where I'm at calorie-wise. I'm going to say about 1,800. We've got nothing on again, really, this weekend. So I'm not putting too much pressure on myself to bank loads of calories. A couple of thousand by the weekend would be decent, maybe just over. I want to have 2,000 at least. So that's where I'm gonna try and be at on by the weekend. And I just hope those Hunger Demons have calmed down. But they've been fine today, absolutely fine. And I think last week I said this in my vlog. I think it was just it was definitely psychological hunger last week, and I was overtired, jet lagged, doing a lot of fitness classes. I'd really hurt my back. It's still a bit tweaky now, but it's miles. But it was really bad on Saturday. My back was so sore on Saturday, and yesterday it was sore when I woke up. And I went to the gym and I went and had a steam and a sauna. I sat in the hot tub, really hot. Like, it was really hot to stay in the hot tub. And I sort of maneuvered around a little bit. When I got out of the hot tub, I was like, oh, that's eased something off a little bit. It'll probably tighten up. And it didn't. And then I woke up this morning, and every morning, because I've slept like in one position, it's been really so painful in the morning. And then it's eased off that day. It was fine this morning, and it feels pretty decent. So yeah, I think just yeah, I think it's just a combination, but I think it was definitely more psychological. Anyway, this week I've had a pretty chilled weekend, no jet lag anymore. The back's sorting itself out. Yeah, I'm feeling much better. So I think I'm going to be absolutely fine and dandy this week. Absolutely fine and dandy. How do we resist the McDonald's menu? We're not. I'll be there on 11:30 on Wednesday eating the Hawaiian McCrispy or the Pineapple McCrispy. I think they're calling it the Pineapple McCrispy. So, yes, there's a brand new McDonald's menu out on Wednesday. We talked about it a little bit this morning. And it's items from around the world. So I think the big controversial one is the McSpicy that's got pineapple and bacon on it. So I think that's why it's sort of nicknamed the Hawaiian McSpicy, because it's ham and pineapple. Now I'm going to let you into a little secret. It's not a secret. I'm not letting you into anything. I'm just going to tell you a very boring thing. I spent 4 months in New Zealand in 1990. Right? I was 10 years of age. Right? It was a long time ago. I do remember it. But my dad worked out there for 9 months. And basically, he went out there just after Christmas. So he was out there January, February. He went out there January till 8 months it was. January till the end of August. And we ended up going out May. So he went out Jan, Feb, March, April. And then we went out and lived there May, June, July, August. We kind of got homeschooled. We didn't do anything. We did nothing, right? But they give us packs for us to do and this, that, and the other. They sort of said, well, you know, we went out there. They were like, well, you've got half term. That's what you got. Summer holidays, that's, 6 weeks. So they didn't mind us missing a bit of school at the time. Anyway, in New Zealand, KFC did. It was just a fillet burger with a pineapple ring on it. And it was awesome. I love stuff like that. It's just how it's not that it's pineapple, it's the flavors. It's, you think of the McSpicy, spicy, right? You think of pineapple, sweet. You think of bacon, salty. All those things just, sweet, salty, spicy, it just absolutely works. Like Chinese, if you get like crispy shredded beef or kung po king prawns or something like that, it's salty, it's spicy, it's a little bit sweet. It's going to be a belter. So I'm going to go and get that on Wednesday. So it's out on Wednesday. So it's Tastes Around the World. And the Pineapple McSpicy or Hawaiian McSpicy is Australian. Apparently it's from Australia. There is a maple bacon quarter pounder. That's from Canada. There is garlic and black pepper nuggets with soy sauce mayonnaise dip. That is from Japan. There is fries with sour cream dust, like shake bag things. I think they're from Poland. What else is there? There's a few bits. Anyway, I'm only going to try the pineapple McSpicy on Friday, because on Wednesday, because Rachel really wants to try. So we're going to go Saturday night. Saturday night, I'm going to get the whole menu. Whether I film it or not, I don't know. I might film me eating it and just voice over it, because, but I'm going to be in the car. It's going to be dark as well, so it's not going to be great. Anyway, yes, the new McDonald's menu out. And then this is the last one until Christmas. Then the Christmas menu's out. Right? Wonder what's going to be on the Christmas menu, because last year it was the chicken Big Mac. That finishes. They're not going to bring that back, I don't think, within 6 weeks. We love a new McDonald's menu, don't we? I wonder what the McFlurry. Oh, the McFlurry's a pretzel McFlurry, which I think's American, mate, or it might be German. It's a pretzel. There's a pretzel chocolate, and it's not chocolate covered pretzels. It's just pretzel in a McFlurry with chocolate sauce, or there's chocolate and caramel sauce in the thingy. So, yeah, there's the new McDonald's menu's out, and I think the pineapple McSpicy, the Australian one, is like 540 calories. Anyway, that's going to be my lunch, and it'll be out on Friday in this week's Worth the Calories. All right, so we're going to go and buy. So, yeah, so I've got the Everything Weight Loss session on Wednesday at 12:30. So this is Wednesday's plan. I'm going to come in the office 8:30 till 9:30 and do a live. At 9:30, I'm going to jump in the car and go to the gym. And I'll get to the gym for about 10 to 10. I'm going to train for an hour till about 10 to 11. I'm going to finish in the gym and back to the car, drive straight to McD's. It's technically going to be my breakfast. And I'm going to buy the pineapple McSpicy. I might buy a couple of other items. I'm not going to get the burger. I might get the nuggets. And I might get a mini McFlurry. So I can't tell Rachel. She'll go absolutely ape shit. She'll go, no. I want to try it together. So I don't know if she'll be asked about the garlic black pepper nuggets. I don't know. So I'm going to and then they'll be on this week's worth the calories. Yeah. I'm not going to get anything that I think she'd like, basically. She won't do the McSpicy because it's too spicy. Anyway, stop it making me hungry. I'm making myself hungry, Jem. I'm making myself hungry. Anyway, yeah, tell Liam ask Liam what's he doing. Say, Liam, come on. Oh, you've researched this new McDonald's menu. Yes, that's going to be Wednesday. Today's been good, though. Stuck to me calories. I'm going to finish the day on 2,100. Hydration, exercise, steps are over 10,000. So that's good. Steps have been a little bit lower last week and the week before. Last week, because I do quite a few steps when I train in the gym. Really looking forward to getting back in the gym. I've not lifted weights properly for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I did some little sessions in Mexico. I say little sessions. I did half an hour, 40 minutes in Mexico training, but I did very lightweight, lots of reps. So more, I called it a pump session. So basically pumping blood into the muscle on holiday. And then I didn't train. So I trained on holiday Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then I had a week off, which was not last week, the week before. And then I've done all my spin classes. So I've been in the gym. I've been training. I just haven't been lifting weights. So really looking forward to that on Wednesday. Getting back into chucking some weights around Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Spin Saturday. Lie-in Sunday. The clocks go back. Honestly, it's just crazy where this year's going. The clocks go back on Saturday. You get an extra hour in bed. That's your bonus. Right, you get an extra hour in bed. That's your bonus. But, man, then it's dark at like 5 o'clock. And it's like, oh, no. It's only for 4 months, though. I always think that. It is literally for 4 months when we have dark nights. Like, I know it's dark now, but when the clocks go back, it's literally November, December, January, February. Because you get to the end of February, and it's light at 6:30, 7-ish. Get to the end of the March, clocks go back, and it's light at 8 o'clock again, isn't it? So, yeah, it's just 4 months. Stefan, good evening, mate. Hope you're good. Right, let me scan down. See if I'm missing anything. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I am. I've put lots of new foods out at the moment. I don't know if it's just kind of a bit Christmassy. I don't want to talk about them too much because some of them are in this week's Worth the Calories, but I've had a few posts go viral. Oh, I've not put this in Worth the Calories. I've had a few posts go viral the last week or so. I didn't really post properly for 11 days while I was on holiday, and it absolutely cocks the algorithm up. It takes a good few days of constant posting. But did that Dutch chip sauce the other day. That has gone viral, few million views within a few days. And it is an absolute belter. I think sauces on a weight loss journey, sauces, seasonings, they're so important because we eat low-fat food, right? Or we eat lower fat foods. You don't have to have zero fat, but we eat lower fat food. And fat is flavor. It really is. If you taste a piece of full fat mature cheddar and a piece of 30% reduced fat mature cheddar, the 30% reduced fat isn't bad, but it no way has the flavor that the full fat does. Same with a burger. You know, if you buy like one of the full fat Aberdeen Angus burgers from Aldi and you compare it to the 5% fat burgers, I like the 5% fat burgers, but the flavor is you can't compare it, you know. You can't compare it. You really, really can't. So, you know, and I eat a lot of chicken breast. again, very little flavours. The seasonings and sauces, and we have a sauce cupboard. It's absolutely stocked with different sauces, barbecue, and your sugary sauces, calorie-wise, you know, they're not bad, right? They're not bad at all, your sugary sauces in terms of calories. Sugar's really low in calories. And I call them sugary sauces. They've got all sorts in them, you know. But I call them sugar-based rather than fat-based. And mayonnaise is fat-based. I say tomato ketchup is sugar-based. So, yeah, you know, your ketchups, your barbecue sauces, your sweet chili sauces, they're generally not too bad. Watch the labels on them because some are a lot better than others. But like Aldi's barbecue sauce is 11 calories per tablespoon. Heinz reduced salt and sugar ketchup is 10 calories per tablespoon. It's hardly anything. Whereas a tablespoon of full fat mayonnaise is 100 calories. So I think it's where we really, it's like it is the higher fat sauces are, you know, we've got to be careful with them. And again, they're so blooming tasty. So to find a mayonnaise or some mayonnaise alternative. So obviously, you can get light mayonnaise, and light mayonnaise is between 30 and 40 calories per tablespoon. And I actually don't mind it. I don't buy full fat mayonnaise. I do always have a bottle of light mayonnaise. I always have a bottle of lighter than light mayonnaise as well. I don't mind that either, especially if I'm making tuna mayo or something like that. I genuinely don't mind it. But you know, if you can find sort of like a mayonnaise type sauce, which is always decent on salads and stuff like that, that is under 40 calories per tablespoon. And that's exactly what that chip sauce is, you know. Yeah, that's exactly what that chip sauce is. 36 calories for a tablespoon. It's decent, you know. The Nando's lemon and black pepper Peronaise, getting about 35 calories per tablespoon. So it's manageable. It's manageable. So to find a sauce that's calorie controlled, that tastes good, and that Dutch style chip sauce, got it in B&M, tastes just like the mayonnaise on a McChicken sandwich. It is just like that, which I love it. So yeah, so that was a really good post. Posting loads of new food posts today. The old Aldi sourdough. Why do people on social media are just absolutely desperate to bring things down? I think people are just like, oh, what can I criticize today? What can we destroy today? So Aldi brought out a new toasting loaf, sourdough toasting loaf, and it's a dupe of the Jason's number 8 white ciabatta loaf, right? Which is a great loaf, really, really is. Yeah. So Aldi brought this toast loaf. It's a dupe of that. And the comments I've got, like this lady on Instagram, she was like, looked really good, bought it, really disappointed. It's not sourdough. And I'm like, what do you mean it's not sourdough? Now, look, for something to be classed as sourdough, it needs to use a fermented kit, right? It's you know, to use like this fermented starter kit, fermented wheat starter kit. It doesn't really have yeast in it. It's the fermentation that makes it sort of rise and stuff like that. And yes, we do get things with sourdough on, and they have a bit of fermented wheat in there, but they also have yeast in there. And they're kind of like, they've just got a bit of sourdough added to them. There's nothing wrong with it. Right? People are like, that's not sourdough. Yeah, all right, man, 100% sourdough, but it's still just an option. But anyway, this one from Aldi is absolutely, it mimics Jason's ingredients to a T. Apart from the one from Aldi has ascorbic acid in it, which is a preservative. And some people are like, oh, great, they've put a preservative in it. Yeah, it's vitamin C. Ascorbic acid is vitamin C. So they're using a vitamin, which is very good for us, to add a bit of shelf life to the bread, which I'm all right with because it brings the cost down a bit. Yeah. Anyone on here that's not happy with taking in extra vitamin C in their bread, just block me. I just can't be bothered explaining myself. I'm too tired. Or why that's wrong to think like that. Anyway, but yeah, she just like bringing it down. And then I've seen a post, and then this girl commented saying, well, why is it not? Is it? Oh, I want to try that. Is it not sourdough? And then she's like, definitely not sourdough. Don't buy it. Blah, 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 blah. And then I commented saying, no, it really is sourdough. It uses fermented wheat, blah, blah, blah. And then next he was like, oh, my bad. The post I saw was about a different bread. I'm like, right, well, why have you gone in so passionately about it if it's like, if you don't have a flipping clue? Anyway, it's just crazy. It's crazy people's mindsets. Anyway, the Aldi toasting sourdough. I am reviewing it in this week's worth of calories. It's cheaper than Jason's. And it's really, really good. Really, really nice. Yeah, really, really nice. So yeah, I recommend trying it. It's really, it is decent. I think Rachel said there, what's the difference between sourdough and this, that, and the other? Look, people get way too wrapped up. Sourdough is a big popular thing at the moment. It's become, it's everywhere. Everyone's eating sourdough toast and sourdough crumpets. Is it healthier for us, or does it have more health benefits than like standard white bread? Yes. Right. For weight loss, doesn't make a jot of difference. Calories in, calories out. All right. So, like, is it better for weight loss than white bread? No, eat white bread if you like white bread. I eat white bread. I eat brown bread, granary bread, sourdough bread. Right. Where sourdough comes into its own is it's good for your gut health. Right. That's generally it. Right. Because it has live cultures in it, same as like yogurt because it's fermented. It promotes, good gut health. It supports your gut microbiome, and that is important. It is important, but again, people jump onto this gut microbiome. This is bad for it. This is terrible for it. This disrupts it. No, it doesn't. Oh my God, people are painful. Like, can of Pepsi Max, aspartame disrupts you. Yeah, if you drink 35 cans in a day, it'll give you the shits, right? That's all it does by disrupting it, right? So certain things, if you overconsume them, will disrupt it, and certain things, if you eat enough of them, will help it. One piece of sourdough bread isn't going to make a jot of difference, but if you're eating something fermented every single day, right? Yeah, that's going to promote a bit of gut health. I eat yogurt pretty much every single day, right? Why I eat sourdough is I like it. It tastes good. It's got a meaty flavor. I like that little tang at the end of it, which is the fermented sort of side of it, and toasted with butter on. It is delicious. So, don't buy it thinking you're being superior in having that over Warburton's toasty because it's going to promote massive more health benefits. It honestly isn't. And I know a lot of people are wrapped up this day and age in less ingredients, doesn't have this, doesn't have that. Again, it's all down to the devil is in it. The devil is in the dose. Having a bit of white bread with a bit of preservatives and additives in it, it doesn't make a jot of difference unless you're smashing in a loaf of bread a day, maybe. And then, we've got wrapped up in this ultra processed food thing. And, ultra processed foods that we need to reduce in our diet is your Rustler's burgers, right? Because people live off them, right? It is your, alphabet bites and your sketty hoops and your turkey dinosaurs because people live off them. Because the issue with them is not that they're ultra processed, they're they're not very nutrient dense, so they're not very supportive of your health, and they promote hunger because they're not very filling. That's the main issue with processed foods. There's lots of scientific studies out there where people eat ultra processed foods as part of an overall healthy diet, and they're very, very healthy. Right. So we just get a little bit too wrapped up in it. But it's a buzzword and it creates controversy. And you've got Joe Wicks walking around with killer bars left, right, and center. And it's like, yeah, all right, Joe. Nice one, mate. Talking absolute nonsense. So sourdough, don't be buying sourdough because you think it is this massive health benefit thing, this, that, and the other. Don't get me wrong. Like I say, it's one of them for me. Another advantage of sourdough is it is mid-glycemic as a white bread, right? So, probably a slightly better choice if you are pre-diabetic or type 2 diabetic. But again, it is still mid-glycemic. It's still going to raise your blood sugars. So, which is fine. Even if you're diabetic, there's nothing wrong with blood sugars raising. It's just we don't want them spiking. We want to try and control them a bit better. But yeah, sourdough really, it's just trendy. It's just trendy. Sourdough, crushed avocado, poached eggs, darling, chili flakes. It's just very much like, it's just a bit of a trend at the moment. But it tastes flipping good. It really does taste good. And it does have some health benefits. Now, something that you may find with sourdough over other breads, and this is a big, like, if you struggle, like let's say you have white bread and it bloats you, you'll tend to find with sourdough it doesn't. It's a bit kinder on the digestive tract, right? So, but it's a suck it and see. Try it. If you like it, someone commented the other day, I must have done another sourdough post, and someone commented the other day, and they were like, I eat sourdough, I don't like it, but I know it's really good for me, so I eat it. And I'm like, why are we eating stuff that we don't flipping like? Right? So, is it majorly better than eating a granary loaf? No, not really. But it's just something a bit different. And I love it. I like it because it's just delicious. It just tastes amazing. Honestly, toasted sourdough, bit of butter, scrambled egg and bacon. Oh my God, it's so good. So good. Really, really tasty. So give it a go. See if you like it. Always needs toasting. They call this new Aldi loaf toasting sourdough. I think all sourdoughs need toasting. I've never eaten sourdough as a bread. Like, don't get me wrong, Warburton's have done sourdough, which has a little bit of sourdough added to the main ingredients of bread. That makes a fine sandwich. But actual proper authentic sourdough, any Jason's range, I've only ever had as a toasted sandwich or as toast. I don't just eat. I wouldn't just make ham salad butty out of it. Yeah. Right, that's me. I'm gone. I'm absolutely going to bed. I am knackered. Absolutely cream cracking. I'm going to go watch a bit of the football. I think West Ham Brentford's on. So hopefully Rachel's reading a Kindle and she'll allow me to have half an hour of the football on telly box. And then we've been watching that monster Ed Gate, with Charlie, what's he called? Charlie Hunnam. We've only managed to watch the first three. It is real. I don't know if I'm enjoying it or not. Not because it's absolutely effed up and very, very weird. I'm just not sure if it's a great. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm finding it very hard going. I'm finding it really hard going. We've not watched any since we watched one on Friday night. Normally, when I get stuck into a season, I just box it off, watch it one after another, and it's and I finish it. But yeah, I'm finding it a bit hard going, and I don't know if I'm finding it hard going just because of the subject matter and how messed up it is, or if it's just I'm not actually enjoying it that much. I haven't quite decided yet. Anyway, we said we're going to stick another one. I don't know how many episodes there are. We're going to stick another. We're going to stick another one on tonight and see. It's 1-0 to Brentford at the moment, half time. This terrible West Ham, absolute terrible team, really, really bad. Like, I just think they have this grandeur where they think that they should be better than they are, and they're just not. Their investment, their recruitment over the years has been shocking. And I'm so surprised Nuno's took that job. I'm surprised he built himself up a really good reputation at Forest. And I think he'll regret that because I think there's some bigger jobs coming up in the Prem in the next couple of months. Which he could have maybe better suited for. But anyway, come on, Brentford. Not that I've got anything against West Ham. I just think it's a tough place to manage. Anyway, I'm out of here. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Yeah, hey, 8:30 a.m. I will be back tomorrow morning. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday, whatever you're doing. And if you're free, I'll see you on 8:30 till 9:30. And if you're on plan or in the community, I will see you amazing people at 11 a.m. also tomorrow. And after I've done the social media live, I'll put in our community the links for the Zoom at 11 a.m. Anyway, have a great day. And I literally will see you in like just under 12 hours. That's TikTok done. Facebook, YouTube, same to you guys. It will be a triple stream tomorrow. So yeah, just under 12 hours. If you're free, I'll see you in the morning.